Yo, what's up guys? It's Glock2JZ coming in with my very first YouTube video showing you guys how I'm going to be pulling off my stock 2JZ GTE spark plug cover. I'm going to be sanding it down, hitting it with a quick repaint. So here's a video showing you on how I'm going to do that. Alright guys, so here's the stock 2JZ GTE. I'm going to be pulling off the spark plug cover today, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Here's the tools I used: a 3/16 Allen key, and I used an adjustable screwdriver with multi-tips to get some leverage on that, just to take them off. Alright guys, so once you get the hood open, you're going to just come in here. You're going to have 10 bolts. It's a 3/16 Allen key. You're going to have 10 of them. You're going to have one here on the front of the cam gear cover. 1, 2. You're going to have 2 here. 2 more here. And 2 more here and here. And in the far back, you're going to have 2 more here and here. You're going to take them all out, and as soon as you get them off, you're going to be able to pull off. You're going to have to take off the oil cap, just sit it to the side, and your cover should, with a little bit of finagling, should just come right off. Now that I got the spark plug cover out, go ahead and take a better look at it. You can see that there's been some kind of corrosive agent has gotten onto the outside of the plastic and has started to eat away at it, creating these little craters. Some of them aren't too deep, but there's a couple that are a little deep, so I'm going to go ahead and hit it with some low grit sandpaper, try to sand those off a little bit, clean it up, and work my way down to some really high grit. And hopefully we can clean this up, get it looking really good, and get a nice fresh paint of some high gloss black put on here. Let's check it out. Alright guys, so I just went down to my local Advanced Auto Parts store and I picked up some 320 to 800 and some 1000 to 2500 grit, and I also picked up some rustoleum touch-up automotive paint. This is some universal gloss black 2-in-1 primer paint. This stuff should do the job. So I just started a little bit, starting to get this old sticker off. You guys can take a look before I get it off and take a peek what it looks like. It's actually pretty neat.
That's weirdly nice. Yes.
Bye-bye.
This is my favorite.
That's blue cheese from Northern Ireland. It's called Young Buck. It's very small.
This is after the first layer of some 320 grit. I'm not starting with anything too crazy low. It is plastic and it is not needing anything too crazy to take off some of this surface gunk and to get into some of these craters. It's not taking too much, so I'm starting with a 320, and then I'm just going to work my way up, and here's you guys a peek what it's looking like right now. So here we are. We've hit it with all the way up to 1500 grit sandpaper. It's turning out pretty good, really smooth. Got a lot of these holes and craters out, but there's still some in there, and I don't want to go too deep in this plastic to compromise anything. So here we go. We're gonna hit it with some of this black paint. Alright guys, so here it is after we let it dry overnight. We're going to come back over today and hit it with a clear coat and make this paint pop. But you can see it's looking really good right now. Alright guys, here we are. Just put a light coat of this acrylic lacquer. It's automotive, rustoleum. Just threw it on here, and I'm gonna let it dry for a couple minutes and then give it a nice thick coat over top of it, and we're gonna see how it turns out. Alright guys, here it is after a nice more thick layer of that lacquer on top of this. And I would just make sure you guys get automotive, just to make sure stuff can withstand a little bit of heat. And it is a little bit more durable than the regular canned stuff. It only costs a couple more dollars, and here you guys can see This is after a couple minutes. Sprayed it about 20 minutes ago. It's been sitting inside for about 2 or 3 minutes. I let it sit the first 10-15 minutes outside, and I'm gonna do another layer over it just to get it a nice glaze in the front. You can still see a little bit of texture. I'm gonna hit the front one more time, but you can see the top of this, man, really turned out really nice. I'm really happy, and can't wait to get it inside the car and see what it looks like.